Hey everybody, welcome to Chris Ryan Fitness. I have an absolutely fantastic 15-minute chair strength class for us here today. So obviously you're gonna need a chair or something to sit on. And also we're gonna have a lighter pair of dumbbells. Have them pitched off to the side for the time being. And let's get you started up nice and smooth and controlled here with a quick dynamic warm up. You're gonna come on over, scoot your butt about halfway to the front side of the chair. Start up with those palms facing down towards the ground. Just crisscross those arms, one over another, left over right, right over left you go. Back and forth as much as you can. And then turn those palms facing on up. Pull those thumbs right out behind you as much as possible. And then take those hands, clap them up to the base of the neck, stretch out through those lats and those triceps as much as possible. I'm going to shift the chair around a little bit here so you can check out that backside position. So once again, you can see I'm not resting my back on the chair, right? There's going to be some depth between the backside. So I'm going to open on up through my chest, my upper back, and my shoulders as much as I can. Plant those feet firmly just underneath the knees, and then you're going to go on into a nice little easy good morning style stretch where you're going to take those hands across your shoulders and elbows over the top side of the knees. Stretch out through those hamstrings, and then come on up in the neutral position with working through that lumbar spine. Back and forth you go. And then you're going to take that left hand on the ground right between your feet, and you're going to take that right hand down underneath, and you're going to take that right hand up top side, raise that right hand up as high as you can, look up towards that thumb. Let's do it one more time. Right hand down, and then right hand on up, reaching and stretching as far as possible. Excellent, excellent work. And let's go ahead and switch it on up. What's up, Barbara Ann? What's up, Jeff? How y'all doing here today? Left hand, reach on up, touch the sky right there, everybody. One more time we go. Left hand reaching up and touch the sky. Oh, amazing, amazing work right there, everybody. All right, last one. I just want you to flex those palms facing away, interlace those fingers together. Bend that left elbow back, bend that right elbow back. Oh, yeah, Corrine's back. She's going 2 for 2 here today. Come on, Corrine. Love it. And 1. All right. I'm going to settle on into a little 3/4 position here so you can check out that form on point. DBs. Bring them back and out. Get those hands squeezing in nice and tight. Elbows are going to be curled on in ever so slightly right out in front of those ribs. You're going to start out with a standard curl to overhead press. So just curl those palms facing in and then take those DBs up over the top side. Back on in. Once again, we are working with light dumbbells here today the whole way through. Oh, yeah, Nama in the house. And I agree with you, Nama. These chair workouts, sneaky, sneaky hard. Back and forth you go. Squeezing those handles hard and then driving those DBs up over the top side. Slow and controlled. Omaha Jules in the house. What's up, Julie? How you doing here today? DBs up. Great to have you in this nice little Flex Friday seated pump. There you go. I love that. Flex Friday, seated pump. Might have to switch up. Back and forth you go from chair classes, down and in. The seated pump classes. Slow control down, right on after it, my friends. Drive them up. Open up those shoulder blades as much as you can. All the way through, lengthening through those arms, those lats, those triceps for 1 and done. Good morning time. Remember what we did earlier on that good morning? But this time you have those dumbbells in your hands. You're going to go on in. Elbows tucked on in, out in the front. You're going to have those dumbbells rested right against your front delts, and you're going to come back on in just under a little extra load and tension right there. So the knees are directly over those ankles, and you're going to power through those heels and your lumbar spine up through the mid-back and thoracic region, all the way up through that cervical spine, keeping that linear line, ear, shoulder, and hip all the way through. Slow, controlled wins the race right here. Keep those abs in nice and tight. And then bring yourself back up, that posterior chain, getting locked on in ever so slightly. I'm just going to show you that side profile view. Pivot around. Hopefully I don't fall out of this chair. Down and in we go. Smile the whole way through, everybody. Down strong, up strong we go. Lumbar spine engaged, right? Versus rounding the back in any way, right? I want you to think lumbar spine engaged the whole time for 2 and 1. Oblique crunch time. Now you're going to take both dumbbells in your hands in a farmer carry style position. Set up those shoulder blades back and down so your chest is up proud. You're going to go over to that right side, squeeze through that right side oblique, and then back through that left side. So it's just drop it down and in, and then pull back in. But I don't want you just going back and forth like this, like you're just going wishy-washy, right? I want you to think squeezing here and then squeezing here. So you're going to squeeze down and in, and then I'm going to squeeze down and on that left, right? Slight different variation in the movement. Down and up we go. So one side you're squeezing and contracting, and one side's going to be lengthened, and then you have to squeeze, right? One side's going to be contracted, and then you lengthen. There you go. Back and forth you go. Either way, I always like to think, just act like you're in a little boxing match right there, and someone's trying to hit you right here between the ribs and the hips, right? You're in the ropes. You're saying, oh, no, my obliques are way stronger. Down and up we go. Excellent, excellent work. Down strong, up strong, left side. And guess what? We're going to do the exact same movement pattern, starting out with that left side dip to that right side raise. So now you're going to go over that left side now, and then that right side raise. And once again, it's lengthening through the torso. You're not just trying to like push that dumbbell down, right? You want to think shoulders engaged the whole way through so the chest is up. And then I'm going to dip down, contract that left side right here. That's the only thing I want you to think about. And now as you come back up, just that right side, squeeze. Concentrate on that movement pattern. Concentrate on those small muscle groups as much as you can. Those little support muscles, those little cutie patootie abs right there. Oh, yeah. If you just took my strength arms and abs class like several of you did, you know what I was talking about, the transverse abdominis region in the abdominal cavity, the internal obliques, those hard to reach abdominals that we got to get a little stronger. So when you think getting up underneath those ribs as much as you can, because they support the big muscles. It takes those small things to support those big things in life, everybody, just like in your core. Down, back on up. Friday philosophical gains here today for 2 and 1. Awesome job, everybody. Arnold press time we go. All right, palms facing on in, elbows out in front. Drive those DBs up. Clear your ears as much as you can, flaring out those lats as much as possible, and squeezing through your shoulder blades the whole way through. Down, pressing back on up, and then pulling down as much as you can, squeezing the biceps as hard as possible as you descend. Common mistakes here as you go overhead in a movement. You think, oh, I'm pressing. That's what it says, Arnold press. But then you're just going to go like this. We don't like doing that, all right? We want to think, pressing up strong, but now I want you to act like you're doing a huge chin up. You're going to go squeeze as hard as you can. Notice the difference in the muscle engagement as you pull back down. And then you're going to keep that same pump going. And you ride it up with that huge press, clearing your ears, because we want to have mobility. We don't want to just have muscles that don't work. We want to have that mobility working through the muscles as much as possible for 2. And last one. Whoa, great job. Oh, yeah, seated pump for us all, everybody. Bent over triceps, or bent over tees we go. So now what you're going to do, you're going to sum on in, feet just where they're at. You're going to come over, dumbbells just out in front of those shins. Eyes are down towards the ground, similar to that good morning position that we were in earlier. Then you're just going to raise those dumbbells out to a T-style position. Slow and controlled descend down. Squeeze and raise in alignment with your shoulders. Hold there at that T-style position as much as you can for about a second or 2, but try to keep those elbows straight so you lengthen through those triceps, that upper mid-back position, and then take it down and in, slow and controlled. Elbows remain straight, posterior chain, lit on up in the best way possible. Back and forth the whole time. Down, raise those T's, everybody, right there, right now. Keep the eye gaze towards the ground, a few feet out in front of your toes, and then take it down and in, slow, controlled, right there, right now for 2 and 1. Hammer curl time we go. Dropping that hammer on us here today in the best way possible. Elbows out in front, palms face down in, squeeze through 3/4 of the way up, down, down, down. We go slow and controlled. Hit it on home, everybody. Down, 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 slow and controlled. Once again, grip strength matters on these movements. So make sure you're trying to pump up those arms as much as you can. Show you a different angle right here. Switch on up a little bit. So the eyes are forward, chest is up nice and proud the whole time. Palms face down in, slow and controlled wins the race, right? You're taking on in, taking it back on out the whole time. Down and in, keeping that spine stacked, ear right over the shoulder, right up over the hip the whole way through. So the core stays engaged the whole time. That's right, my friends. Hold torsos engaged, and especially that smile. Down, slow, controlled. Keep those handles squeezed as hard as you can for 3, for 2. Last one, best one, and 1. Great work right there, everybody. Overhead tricep extension time. Dumbbells disappear behind your head. Flare open those lats, elbows stacked over those shoulders as much as you can. Turn those palms facing away at the top side. Hold the dumbbells there. Squeeze those triceps underneath the arms as much as you can, and then bring them back to the back side of your head. Elbows are high over your shoulders the whole way through, keeping that spine stacked. Once again, shoulders engaged, opening up, squeezing those shoulder blades together, but flaring open those lats as much as you can. So think about that V taper position on your backside. You're getting up underneath the undercarriage of those arms, thinking about flaring open those lats as much as possible, not just to get that awesome looking V taper for you, everybody there, and impress all your friends and family, but also to keep that backside nice and strong, right? Here we go. Keep that spine open as much as you can. all the way on through. Here we go, Jeff. Come on, my friend. Get those gains here today. 3 for 2. Barbara Ann crushing it. 1. High pull, supinated press. We did this one earlier in the arms class, but now we're doing it from a seated position. So let's see what we got here today. Starting out, DBs outside the hips. Knuckles pointed down towards the ground. Flex those triceps. Oh, yeah. There we go. Filling those sleeves here today. Now go high pull up. Pull those elbows up as high as you can. The dumbbells are still south of the shoulder. Now drop the elbows, rotate those palms in, and now press up from that point just out in front of your face, and then bring it back underneath. Rotate those palms in, and knuckles down towards the ground. Oh, that was spicy. Let's do it again. Oh, yeah. Slow and controlled all the way through. Down, 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 right on after it. Knuckles pointed down, palms in towards your body, elbows high, rotate it, press it. Pull it back down. Oh, yeah. Down, up. We go. Strong all the way through that posterior chain, my friends. Light it up. I think we got time for one more. What do you say? For 2. Last rep, best rep, and 1. Bent over row time we go. Hinge of the hip, palms facing in towards your body. Dumbbells just out inside of your shins, and you're going to pull those dumbbells back towards your hip pocket. Knuckles are pointed down towards the ground. Palms are in towards your body the whole way through. You have your spine in that neutral position the whole time. So you're pulling your shoulder blades back and down the whole time. Notice that the dumbbells are coming at an angular position right there. So they're coming out in front of my shins to my hip pocket. I'm not rowing up to my shoulders like this, right? I'm rowing backward to engage the big, strong back muscles. Those lats, oh yeah. Love this movement. Slow, controlled, wins the race. Squeeze those handles as hard as you can. Once again, your chest is pointed down towards the top side of your toes, and you're just driving on through, squeezing those DBs a little harder, a little longer for 2. Last rep, best rep, and 1. Everybody, let's do it. High knee leg extension time. We go. Dumbbells off to the side. So now you're going to take it on through. Settle up your backside to the chair. You're going to go on in. Left leg up, leg extension out, back on in. Take it down. Right leg, high knee drive up, toes flexed in towards your shin and knee. Extend out, right back on into it. Back and forth you go. Kick that knee up high to the sky. Flex the toe right out in front of you the whole time. Excellent work. Knees up, toes flexed up. Kick it straight on out. Flex through the quadricep, straighten out that leg, and bring it back on in. But the toe needs to remain dorsiflexed in towards your shin and knee the whole way through. Spicing up through those quadriceps, those hip flexors, just a smidge, right? There we go, everybody. Down and in the whole time. Eyes are forward, chest is upright, nice proud the whole time. Boom, love it. Take that, Flex Friday. Boom, right there, right now. Working it all the way through. Left side, right side, and 1. Scissor kick time. Oh, my abdominals. So here's what you're going to do to light up those scissor kicks, everybody. Legs out in front of you, hips all the way back out in front. You're going to take those heels right out in front of you, straighten out those legs, and then take up that left leg, straight leg, right leg, straight leg, just like so. So your eyes are forward the whole way through. Just leaning on back, straight leg, scissor kicks, toes once again flexed in towards your body the whole time. Keeping the leg locked to the knee, forcing yourself to work through the quad, work through those hip flexors, of course, through those abs a little bit as well. Take it down slow and up nice and strong. Down slow and then up nice and strong the whole time. Down, 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 up, up, up. Oh, yeah. Final 20 seconds, everybody. Now squeeze through those abs harder than you think you can. Keep that knee straight. Flex those toes all the way back towards your face. A little bit more there, Barbara Ann. Oh, yeah, Nama. Come on, Julie. Get it done here today. Work those abs. Work those obliques, Jeff. For 2 and 1. Amazing, amazing work, everybody. Oh, awesome job. I love these chair classes because sometimes when people have never taken a chair class before, they think, oh, it's going to be easy. But guess what? It's a little harder. But it also lets you concentrate on those small muscle groups, sometimes more on the muscle engagement itself or the grip strength or working through the hip or the shoulder in any way. Anyways, it offers a great different pattern and movement compared to some of our other exercises that we do. So that's why we offer the chair classes, and we're going to get right on after it. Oh, I think we have a guest appearance here as well. This one's a little bit smaller package than before, but here we go. He's still cute. This is Aristotle, everybody. Hi. Did you have a good walk? So this is the little guy. He was born last May 5th. Yeah, he was a big surprise in the most beautiful packaged way ever, right? So here's a little Aristotle. It's a little family-friendly chair class here today, but we love it. Thank you for joining us today on Chris Ryan Fitness, everybody. See you next time on Chris Ryan Fitness. Absolutely awesome work here today.